Hello, welcome back to Otaku Tuesday.
Hello.
I'm Travis.
I'm
Flexing.
Eric.
You were doing flexing. You were flexing over there.
I was doing a weird flex,
It was
but
like
I'm okay.
It was like a flexing and breathing exercise.
Yeah, I'm building my bust.
Yeah, I don't. What does that work out? I mean, I guess it kind of does the biceps a little bit. Like
I don't know.
If you had some weights, it would actually.
Yeah, I don't know. It's the only thing I can. It's the only mobility I can do in my.
Yeah, it's true. We're
couched seated position.
Yeah, surrounded by microphone and wires and all that
Right.
kind of stuff. What are we doing? Oh yeah, we're playing Fruits of
We're
Grisaia.
trying to get with this pink-haired chick.
Yeah, we're on Sachi's route.
Yes.
And we're like following her throughout our entire day.
Yeah.
Or did we do that already?
I think we're in the middle of it.
Okay.
I honestly don't remember what we've done to this point.
Yeah, well, we did 4 episodes, but we haven't uploaded any of them yet. Like you haven't even edited them yet,
Right.
so it's like normally
That's
you have
probably
more context than
Yeah.
I do, but you even now you're like, this is what I always feel like.
Yeah.
It's like, oh god, I don't remember.
Right. We're following her. I feel like
We were gonna give
took
her
a
a
bath?
test.
And we were like, okay, I won't follow you in there. And we're like, you idiot.
She passed out.
Well,
'Cause
that
she had
part,
to count
yeah.
to however many.
Yeah.
But she did take a bath and she was okay because we told her she didn't have to count
Yes.
or whatever. But we were gonna give her like some kind of test. Yeah, we were tasked with coming up with some problem
Right.
to see if we could get her to get it wrong because she's like never wrong.
Right. She has never turned down any request. She's never.
Right. She's always turned in her work and gotten perfect scores and everything. She's always got the right answer.
Right.
So it's kind of like, can we give her something that, like, without giving her something impossible?
Without giving her a paradox?
Yeah, it was just
Yeah.
like you can't give her an impossible scenario.
Right.
Because I do remember talking about the trolley
Yeah.
problem or whatever.
Okay.
So we're
I
kind
don't
of
know.
caught up. We'll figure it out.
Just-
We'll
she-
get it through context.
She's cute.
She is cute. And also, when the CG popped up on the load screen, it's a lot smaller, and I didn't think
Oh.
that was an arm.
Well, yeah, we're not there
I was
yet.
like, wait, we're not on the... We're still playing the censored version, so that
Yes.
shouldn't be there. Okay.
They have matching tie patterns.
Yeah, that tartan.
Mm-hmm.
Tartan.
Tartan, King of Jungle.
Yeah, I don't know. How to
I don't know how to say that word either.
I only know the word from Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we were educated through the wrong ways. Okay. Oh, good morning, Kazami-san. Kazami-san. Damn it, I'm never gonna get that right.
Oh, right, I'm the MC.
Yeah, you're the guy.
I enter the classroom a little before the time we agreed to meet. Sachi's already waiting inside.
You showed up.
Well, yeah, we did have a promise.
So we did.
Anyway, you came in uniform? Really are a class rep to the core,
Right.
aren't you?
I didn't even register that she's not in a maid outfit.
No.
To quote the school regulations section of the student handbook, in general, wear your uniform when making use of the school building's facilities.
I see. Or Herm. I'm just ready. I'm ready for the Herms.
Oh yeah, aren't you? You're doing cumulative
Yeah.
now, so
See which girl makes him Herm the most.
yeah. Even though you'd have to go back and count all the Amane ones.
That's true.
Just ignore that one. That one
Maybe-
doesn't count. That's the main playthrough.
Maybe I will, because I want to watch those anyways. Just
Yeah.
watch from when we chose her choice. On.
Yeah, yeah, because the other ones are just general Herms.
General Herms.
I just named this episode.
I'm pretty sure Sachi's the only one who's ever bothered to read the fine print at the back of the booklet. But fair enough.
Or should I have taken this opportunity to develop a more distinctive style? Perhaps show up in my underwear like before? Perhaps
That's pretty
following
distinctive.
Michiru Sama's example with dyed hair and fashionable personality?
You don't dye your hair?
Right?
Okay.
This is natural? Natural pink?
To be honest, I'm having a hard time picturing you as a bleach blonde tsundere.
You're just going to have to do it so I can see it.
Why? Why do they...
It
has to be
It's
blonde.
always blonde. I don't know. I feel like it's not always blonde.
It's
Even
not.
in anime, like...
There's definitely dark-haired tsunderes.
Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of them.
In that case, I think I'll spend my summer vacation just as I am, if you don't mind.
I'll leave that to your discretion. Anyway, I guess the first question is how we should go about testing you.
I suppose we'll begin with kissing practice, yes?
Okay.
I mean, if you insist.
Please give me a coherent explanation of how you arrived at that conclusion.
Beep boop, I am human.
I am attracted to you.
My apologies. I thought being all alone with a younger girl might feel somewhat awkward for you, so I was attempting to break the ice as best I could.
Unless.
With these warm lips.
Appreciate the thought, but your jokes tend to have the opposite effect.
I'm losing wood over here.
How very strange, coming from you, Kazumi-san. Such criticism truly stings.
It's hard to say that with an accent.
Kazumi.
Kazami. Kazami lets me do the like Kazumi doesn't. I have to stretch out the first A. Kazumi. There it is. Kazumi. I have to think of cuz of me
Okay.
in a southern accent.
Kazumi.
Yeah. Y'all are turned on, Kazumi?
Yeah.
That's it. There we go. I got it.
Things have already taken a dubious turn, but there's no going back now. Ugh. All right, I guess I'll choose some questions from material we'll probably be learning in the fall. Feel like starting with any subject in particular?
You think she hasn't read that far ahead yet?
Well, let's see. I did spend some time studying mathematics yesterday in preparation.
I see. In that case, let's start with mathematics and see how far you can go on a day's worth of studying.
Yes, by all means. So we're not going to kiss then, or?
Right. No, it's all right. Next up is a square root problem. Think you can handle it?
Oh. Would this be the answer?
Correct.
He's like, I don't know. I'm just going to assume she's right.
Yeah. As soon as I start actually offering her problems, I'm startled all over again by Sachi's academic skills.
She knew the square root of 4? Jeez.
Wow. All the questions I'm giving her are from sections of the textbook we haven't learned in class yet, and she's solving them with apparent ease. That doesn't change when I start mixing in my own original problems either. So it's clear that... is there such thing as you have your own original math problems?
Yeah. If Michiru scoops 3 turtles before falling
Yeah.
in.
It's clear she didn't just mindlessly memorize the textbook. So, what? Did you study this yesterday as well?
That's cheating. You can't study for a test.
Right.
Yes, I did indeed.
You only know this because you studied.
Yeah,
Yeah?
I love that. There's always, like, these people who are like, what's the best way to cheat on this test? It's like, I figured out the perfect cheat. Like, a couple days before, you get really acclimated with it, and you memorize all the answers.
Yeah. Whoa.
And then the day of, you have it all in your head.
Yeah. Just how much did you get through?
Let's see. I believe it would be fair to say that I reviewed everything in this textbook from start to finish.
I thought you just said some.
Jesus, her and Machina both, like, read, like... Because isn't Machina, like, a super genius,
Yeah,
too?
so we got...
Or she has, like, an eidetic memory.
Right, because then he, like, delved into it, and he's like, she's not really a super genius. She just memorizes everything in black and white.
Right, she's not retaining the information. She's memorizing what she sees. Yeah, she has an eidetic photographic memory.
Right. Because he asked, like, what color was this on a certain page, and she's like, I don't know.
Yeah, because, like, it was easier for her to memorize it if she photocopied it in black and white in her head.
Sachi
Girls
delivers
are weird.
this line with her usual calm smile. But
I dug a hole in my sock.
if what she's saying is true, she mastered nearly an entire year's worth of material in a single day. I guess that would explain how she's been answering problems we won't be looking at for months so easily.
I feel like if you go back through all of our visual novel videos, you could probably count the amount of socks I've destroyed at your house. It's probably too many.
It's getting up there.
I need to fidget, and it's a silent thing I can do, because, like, we used to have pens to write down time codes and things like that.
You could
And
probably
I would
get
always
a
click that.
Fidget spinner. I think I have one.
That would make noise, like you'd hear it, like when I spin it. Because I was like, I can get a fidget cube
Maybe.
or something, but even that has like clicks, and
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna favor a click, so I just pick at my socks.
Just for reference, what time did you get to bed last night?
I believe it would be fair to say that I didn't.
You pulled an all-nighter? Plausible in Sachi's case, but I've got one very simple question. Why did you feel the need to try that hard?
Crooked hacks.
When faced with a test, isn't it only normal to study diligently in order to secure a satisfactory result?
Sure, but that's hardly a reason to stay up all night. Ugh.
Yeah,
Only for Rock Band.
Is it really?
In an admirable display of dexterity, Sachi tilts her head to the side in confusion, even as she's nodding her consent.
Be hilarious. She tilts her head and just falls asleep.
Yeah. I had similar thoughts about her ridiculous daily preparation for class, but this only confirms my impression. The girl puts in unbelievable effort for the flimsiest of reasons.
I gotta say, this Dutch angle is like making me uneasy.
Yeah.
Which is the reason for Dutch angles, but why is it for this scene?
I don't know. That's true. It doesn't really need to be in this.
Yeah.
Because like all the other ones that have shown like the full bodies, or not full bodies, but like when we first came across Michiru, it was like almost a sideways picture because it wanted you to see all of her, her uniform. Like this one doesn't need it.
Right. It's because it's supposed to. It's for its dynamic sake.
Yeah.
But it's literally just a flat picture turned 45 degrees, and they do that in like movies and stuff to make people feel uneasy.
Yeah, we don't need it in this one.
No, what's supposed to be? Is there supposed to be like dire? What's the music here?
Turn it up.
Is there John Williams playing or something?
Yeah. Did I read this? No. True, you can wrap everything up by just calling Sachi diligent by nature, but I have a feeling that behavior has something to do with why she's in this school in the first place. Oh, maybe it is. Maybe she's about to go into her backstory.
Oh, God.
What
have I done?
I highly doubt it already.
No, that'd be a little early.
Well, whatever the case, I have to admit you've taken me by surprise here. I didn't expect you to be quite this impressive. Pat, pat.
Then it seems my effort was indeed rewarded.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the range of problems you've solved already would be more than enough to amaze the others.
They're all idiots.
Does that mean our testing is now over?
Yes, now we can kiss.
Ooh! Yay!
I don't know why I said it that way. Sorry.
This Herm was only a test.
Yeah. Michiru and company asked me to find Sachi's limits. As long as she's not continuing to answer the questions correctly, it'd be premature to end the testing. Well, as long as it's all right with you, mind playing along a little longer?
You know she's not going to say no.
Not at all. By all means, play with me to your heart's content.
Are you doing this on purpose?
Yes.
Actually, yes.
No shit.
By the time the sun touched the horizon, Sachi had worked her way into questions from next year's math curriculum without a single mistake. And so we agreed to suspend testing for the evening and continue tomorrow. That's all, folks.
You're right.
Ha, ha, ha.
Oh, good morning, Kazumi-san.
Damn it.
When I returned to the school
I had
grounds,
the first part right, and I fucked up the second part.
After my daily running session, Sachi greets me with a broom in her hand. I just got this game, Hogwarts Legacy, and now... Sweeping the courtyard
Someone
today.
just called me a turf out on the street.
Jesus.
Sorry.
I see.
I mean, you can't not.
Yes, as summer vacation has now begun in earnest, I thought I would take the opportunity to conduct a general cleaning of the school grounds.
Not that diligence is a bad thing, but it feels like you're in the middle of some chore every time I run into you.
If you'd prefer me to be a bit lazier, I can slack off within the range permissible for a class representative.
Are you really capable of that?
Well, so long as you grant me 3 months or so to ascertain the appropriate boundaries first.
In that case, I think I'd rather see you working hard, like always.
I'm rather glad to hear it.
I mean, that was your chance to, like, give her an oxymoron. Or, I mean, I keep saying that. Like, she's feels dutiful enough to clean the school grounds because it's, like, within the boundaries of class rep.
But make
like,
her do it without
But tell her to be
preparation.
lazy and not do it.
Paradox.
Yeah. I keep saying oxymoron.
Yeah, they both have X's in them. It's confusing.
Yeah.
Oh, incidentally, I have a little something for you if you'd like.
It's a kiss, since you didn't get the hint yesterday.
Right.
Trotting over to a bucket full of ice sitting in the shade of a tree, Sachi retrieves a bottle of water and brings it back to me.
I nominate Machina for the Ice Bucket Challenge.
Dumps it on my head. You had this waiting for me?
I knew you'd gone out for your morning run, so yes, I was presumptuous enough to prepare refreshments.
I see. Thanks. Appreciate that.
Please don't mention it.
Okay.
I won't. because I'll forget.
With a few words of thanks, I accept the plastic bottle from Sachi, then drop myself onto a nearby bench and quickly gulp it down. The bench?
The
Jesus.
bottle?
Tasty.
Just a whole ass bench just
Yeah.
straight down his gullet.
It looked like a plain bottle of water, but there's a bit of lemon juice and honey added for flavor.
What am I thinking of? Oh, okay, never mind. It's Metal Gear Awesome.
Oh.
It's an old Raptor thing where, like, a guy points a gun at Solid Snake and he just grabs the gun and balls it up and throws it in his mouth. That's what I pictured.
Okay. And then he, like, just tosses the water bottle aside. Like, I don't need this.
I'm refreshed.
Another thoughtful touch on Sachi's part. Typical that the girl didn't say anything about the extra effort she put in. Why not mention it? Might have gotten some of that praise she likes so much.
She's a defender personality type.
Considering her request for compliments, Sachi doesn't exactly flaunt her accomplishments. Then again, that clumsily selfless side of her personality is probably part of what makes her impossible to dislike.
I agree.
There's supposed to be a broom in my hand. Sweep, sweep, sweep.
I'm sweeping with the bottom of my dress. Swish,
Yeah.
swish, swish.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Oh, yeah, she did mop with her dress.
Yeah. As I'm pondering these matters, Sachi returns to her cleaning. I almost said cleansing.
Snips and snails and puppy mash, all in the combustible trash. Might not set your heart on fire, but it'll burn nice on the fire.
What is that?
That was not the rhyme scheme I was expecting.
No. Those are Powerpuff Girls. Hey, Sachi, can you maybe give this particular song a rest? Ugh, it hurts my ears.
Oh, worried about getting it stuck in your head?
No, that's...
Dude, it's been like a month. Why would you do
Right.
this to me?
You know what weird thing gets stuck in my head all the time is that little jingle from Bigfoot after we complete like the like car demolish race. It's like,
I don't
it's like
remember
da 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 da
I don't remember
I hum
that
it all
one.
the freaking time. It's just like become a thing that I hum like.
Mine is that stupid Greta Van Fleet song that I sang while we were doing Lollipop Chainsaw.
Yeah.
It's like...
Like I don't know why. I'm like, because I like hum it all the time, and I'm like, I ask my daughter like you want to see what that's from? Because like, and yeah, it's
Because
just,
she just recognizes it.
yeah, it's just this random little jingle that I hum, and it's from freaking Bigfoot
Yeah,
for
Jesus
NES.
Christ.
Oh, jeez.
Just gonna stick with you forever.
Yeah. No, to be perfectly frank, it doesn't really work for you. A maid cheerfully singing gruesome jingles as she cleans is just too surreal.
Freaking me out.
God.
But Maki-chan specifically stated, I'm releasing this song under the Creative Commons license, so make sure to sing it when you clean. I'm merely...
Right, I get the picture. Ugh. Looks like I'll have to take this up with our budding songwriter.
I hope so.
singing nothing.
Yeah.
Was saying,
But either way, you really seem to enjoy sweeping.
I suppose so. When I was young, my mom and dad would praise me for cleaning the house, so I've always thought of it as something like my special skill.
I feel like this is going to get into like a super personal and like emotional,
Like they abused her into
like,
being
well,
this
yeah,
way,
like
or...
I mean, do you even are we even like seeing the real Sachi?
Right,
Or it's
yeah.
almost like she's. I mean, I think that's what they're getting at.
This
like
is-
she's like a robot.
Yeah, this is the mask that she wears, like the thing she wants to project to the world. Like
Yeah.
this is she's being the person that she thinks people want her to be.
Right.
Type of situation. It's possible, I guess.
I mean,
or
there-
she's just hiding something, like she's too
Maybe.
aloof in order to hide some bullshit secret.
But there is also, I mean, like she is a super genius.
Yeah. Yeah, she has the capability of doing lots of things.
Right. I don't know. I mean, we'll get into it, I'm sure. I just feel like that's where it's going. Like,
Yeah.
it's going to be like You need to really be yourself.
Yeah. Be the real you. And then she just, like, drops the accent and puts a hand down her pants and grabs a beer.
Right.
It's like, oh, thank God.
Fucking kiss me.
I could finally be myself.
Yeah.
Whip that dick out.
Your parents sound like nice people.
I want to meet that dad.
My dad beats me.
Yes, I love them both very much.
Not my real dad.
Not my real dad.
Past tense, huh? This is the first time I've heard Sachi talk about her parents, but her expression visibly softened when she mentioned them. Even putting aside her pathologically honest personality, you can tell from a look on her face that she's not lying about how much she loved them. Come to think of
Every
it,
ellipsis should just have a herm in there.
right?
Because that's what you would do in this universe if you're just sitting silent. You'd go,
You would go, Never germ again, though. I never want to hear another
God,
germ.
I know. I still feel gross about that. It's 2 weeks later, and I'm still, like, annoyed.
Right? I'm gonna wash the germ off.
I'm covered in germs.
Germ all over my face.
Give me some soap. Kills 99.9% of germs.
You know that Dawn commercial with the duck covered in germs?
That's terrible. Poor duck.
Oh, man. Come to think of it, I did have one other acquaintance who enjoyed cleaning up, although that was a long time ago. My sister. Oh, no. Oh, I don't remember her voice.
Wasn't she just like, she was no nonsense? She sounded like...
Come on, what does it look like I'm doing? No, that's...
Well, yeah, it was that, but it was higher pitched. It was girlier.
Come on, what does it look like I'm doing? I'm picking up the trash.
Kind of like, it was, I think she was less pointed than
Really?
Knife Girl. I always forget Knife Girl's
Okay,
name.
I thought she was...
She is. She was like no nonsense, like what? But she wasn't like you didn't. You had different inflection. It's hard to explain.
Yeah, I don't remember. I mean, we even looked it up, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't. It's.
I mean, next time I come here to play, wouldn't it be nicer to find the place clean?
That's closer. That was closer.
She was the sort of kid. Oh, maybe it's not his sister, who'd actually go around picking up the garbage scattered around the playground after playing.
Oh, it could have been.
I think she was younger than
never
me,
mind.
but her sheer energy and forceful personality made it feel like the opposite. The girl was a genuine tomboy, constantly laughing and running around.
I know someone who's gonna enjoy that.
Pretty much the
You
polar.
had the same thought.
Pretty much the polar opposite of our docile maid like Sachi.
Is something the matter, Kazumi-san?
Yeah, I just said Sachi in my head, and it sounds like Satchel.
Like Satchmo.
Satchel mouth. Yeah. That's not an offensive term, is it?
The satchel mouth?
Yeah, that's just Satchmo, right?
No, I don't. Satchel mouth. Like the only time I've ever heard satchel mouth is Regis Philbin in an episode of How I Met Your Mother.
Oh,
like when
okay.
they're trying to find the perfect
Yeah.
burger in New York,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they like go to see Regis
Well,
Philbin.
that's
It's like, what about you, satchel mouth?
Yeah, that's right.
And he's like, satchel mouth.
Satchel mouth. I mean, that's what Satchmo is.
Is it set?
I think.
I don't know.
Satchmo.
Satchmo was like a
Satchel mouth.
singer, wasn't it?
Yeah, but-
like a nickname, but it was short for satchel mouth.
That's what I thought. Have always thought.
I don't know. Does that mean they got flappy lips? Like they?
I don't know
you
what that
I mean?
means.
Like
Google Satchel mouth.
I don't want to put on. I don't have my phone. I'm charging.
Oh.
Here, give me yours. I'll do it.
Oh no.
I won't. What would you have that you
There's
wouldn't
nothing.
just show me anyway?
Yeah. There's no dick pics on there. Don't worry.
Oh well, I don't even want this then.
No, it's nothing. I see.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. I'll pay attention.
But still, it's pretty unusual for me to remember something from before I met my master. Since my memories before that point are pretty much all ones I'd rather erase from my mind.
A goosefish native to the eastern coast of North America. That's a fish.
What? That is... Alright. Where does the term... I mean...
I don't know what satchel mouth means. Wow, your phone is always like super dark.
Oh, yeah, I keep it dark.
You got like eye problems?
No, I just like it
You
dark.
also have one of those phones that doesn't have like a constant back button.
Oh.
You have to like pull it up.
Yeah.
Oh. Satchel mouth. Just give me meaning. Sorry, just hang on.
No, you're fine.
It's an ellipsis.
In the otherwise quiet classroom, I know. I'm interested to know what satchel mouth is. Is this a
Contraction
teaching
of
time with Travis?
Satchmo is a contraction of satchel mouth, I guess.
So it is Satchmo.
Yeah. So sing the let's do
Oh, okay.
teaching time.
It's teaching time with Travis. We're gonna learn some stuff cause we don't know shit.
So what's a Satchmo?
Okay, Satchmo is from Satchomouth, which the Urban Dictionary of Satchomouth is a very chatty person who talks a lot, someone who
Okay.
never stops talking. So I was right, like
Just flapping their mouth.
Their mouth
yeah.
all the time.
So no, it's not offensive.
But
I mean,
it was Louis Armstrong,
yeah,
right? That's who Satchmo was,
I
right?
think so. Yeah.
Yeah, Louis Armstrong. It was short for Satchomouth because he had a very large mouth.
Okay.
Because a satchel is a type of large bag. So yeah, I mean,
So
it's not really offensive. I mean,
Right.
he was okay with the name, I guess.
Right.
He went by it for however many years.
There you go. Now we know what
We've
satchel
learned.
mouth means. And apparently it's a fish. Did the fish
There is, I guess, a fish that probably has a
probably
giant mouth.
it eats a lot? Or yeah,
it probably has like a giant
Right.
satchel-like opening for a mouth.
Okay. Well,
We've learned
Cool.
things. It's very rare that we do a teaching time with Travis and we actually like learn something that's like general knowledge and not just about
right.
like
Now if there's ever a trivia question about like what
Yes.
kind of animal is a satchel mouth,
Right, it's
you'll
a
know.
fish.
It's a fish. You'd be like, isn't it a singer?
yeah, it's a trumpeter.
Yeah. Right, trumpet. Anyways, in the otherwise quiet classroom, the constant movement of pen on paper is only the real sound. After lunch, Sachi and I picked up the testing where we left off yesterday.
Making a lot of progress apparently.
Oh, Kazumi Senpai.
Ooh.
What do you think you're staring at?
Call me that again. I like it. Sachi suddenly covers her chest with both hands, as if only now realizing that I'm watching her.
You're gonna need more hands than that.
You're gonna need more hands.
We're gonna need a bigger hand.
Jeez, you were so insistent about testing my academic ability or whatever, but maybe you're really after something else entirely.
I fucking love that pose.
I was gonna say that
Every
looks
time-
different. That's adorable.
She's done that pose. I think the face was different the last time she did it, but that every time she does that pose, I love her more.
Continuing in the same tone, she offers me a coquettish smile. What does coquettish mean?
I could look it up because I don't know the actual term.
And what if
I could get
am?
it from syntax.
All right then, if you absolutely insist, Kazumi Senpai, I guess I'll teach you about girls.
All right. We're gonna learn about the bees and the birds.
Girls, all I really want is girls.
But she just sings.
Yeah, she just does the entire
Like,
song.
all right.
I learned nothing.
Spurred on by the intimate atmosphere of a one-on-one meeting, a younger girl summons up her courage and makes a flirtatious approach. Pfft, what's that like? Normally, this is exactly the sort of gift horse no red-blooded man would think twice about accepting. But
I'm an anime protagonist, thus an idiot.
wonder why I'm not getting even slightly in the mood.
What? You got an adorable underclassman bravely throwing herself at you here. Isn't that a little harsh?
Okay, you can stop the act.
Sweetenly.
Once I give the signal, Sachi's attitude snaps instantly back to normal. What was she like? Taught by Amane how to...
You probably. More likely Machina.
Was my ability as an actress unequal to the task after all?
No. If anything, I think you were a bit too convincing.
I can't stand up.
I almost have a boner. If I didn't know Sachi, I'm pretty sure I would have bought that as her real personality. But since I do, the contrast was kind of bizarre. Do you, though?
I mean, yeah, you're still learning about her. What if everything else was an act?
In other words, casting aside my sense of shame and diving wholeheartedly into the role actually backfired?
Do you have any sense of shame to cast aside in the first place?
Nope.
You salute?
What are you saying, Kazumi-san? I'm a very mild little shy young lady. Can't you hear my southern belle accent?
Yeah, not sure if I agree with you there. In my experience, shy people don't generally take their clothes off in front of others.
Well, I mean, I've taken my pants off around you a lot.
But that's hardly anything to be embarrassed about, is it? I mean, look at me.
Stacked as fuck.
Fucking kablam.
Does she seriously believe that? The girl's definitely something else. Although in this case, that's not necessarily a compliment.
More importantly, may I ask why you requested that I assume the role of a slightly selfish underclassman who knows how to tickle the hearts of older men?
What?
Did he say that?
Did he say that? Right. Guess it was sort of my modest attempt at getting back at you for coming so well prepared. I think he did say that. I don't know if he, like, meant do it.
Yeah,
But-
he was just like, why are you like this and
Right.
not? Yeah.
Was it wrong of me to study for the test?
Well, the point of this is to determine the limits of your academic ability. But the more you study, the more those limits go up, right?
Yes, that's how education works.
At this rate, the testing might never actually end. I could create a super genius monster.
We're just gonna have to get married.
I see, so that was your point of concern.
Yeah.
Like she is adorable, but there's also a part of me that's I just spaced out for a second. I was like, if she didn't have that, like, all the hair in the back that's darker,
Yeah.
if that was gone, I'd be like, oh man, she's like the perfect girl. I don't know why. Like something about like just more of like a shorter. I don't know.
I mean, that is short.
I know, but it's like floofy in the back. Like if you lose that floof, I don't
Okay.
know. I just have weird preferences.
Yeah, that's fine. I like the floof.
It's no, I'm not saying it's bad, but I just like for some
You
reason
mean like this?
I had a flash of all the hair that's darker,
just
like all
this?
the hair in the background. Like the
Right.
foreground stuff is what, but like if it was just like
So
this
you
is,
like, okay,
like
yeah,
super short hair.
right. Okay. As a matter of fact, I'm giving her problems even harder than yesterday's, and she's still working her way smoothly through every question.
I do apologize. I hadn't even considered the possible inconvenience.
No, it's my fault for not saying anything about cramming beforehand. Just try not to approach this quite so seriously from now on.
I want to win. You're making it too hard.
Right.
Yes, I understand. In other words, certainly.
I briefly dropped my hand onto Sachi's head as we speak, and soon receive a smile in return.
Oh, I forgot she's like super into the praise. She's got a praise kink.
Incidentally, I'd like to ask you something just for reference. Could you call me a good girl?
What?
Would I be correct in concluding that your specifications for that performance align with your taste in females?
No. God, just don't give her anything.
Yeah. Stop trying to relate to me. Ugh.
It's just that the younger women I've known tended to act something like that.
How young. So, why have me assume such a personality?
Well, when I was talking to you in the courtyard earlier, I remembered one in particular. Struck me that this girl was pretty much the exact opposite of an obedient maid type, like you, Sachi. I got kind of interested in seeing if you could pull it off.
I'll pull you off.
Well, if I'm being perfectly honest with myself, the
Sorry.
part about tickling the hearts of older men might have been tacked on for other reasons.
In other words, the request motivated by simple curiosity?
Yeah. So anyway, that's not particularly my type or anything.
I see.
Apparently satisfied with my explanation, Sachi closes her eyes and nods deeply.
Locked into the memory banks.
That's a very... Sachi will remember that. That's a very familiar gesture, but it's rare for her to ask this many questions of me in the first place. By the way, what do you think about that sort of person? This is hypothetically.
Who?
When I ask for Sachi's thoughts as an extension of this little experiment, she pauses for a moment before replying, her expression suddenly grown serious.
Sluts. I think that being selfish is a bad thing.
A bad thing.
Herm.
Yes.
I've noticed before that Sachi's judgments tend to be delivered in simple, black and white terms. In particular, she has something of a habit of dividing these things between good and the bad and the ugly.
I was going to do the same thing, and I was like, nope, just let Beam do it, because he's going to.
I'd always thought of it as a minor quirk, but from the strange emphasis she places on those words, I'm beginning to think it might be a central part of her worldview. Well, I guess that's enough of a break. Let's get back to the tests.
Certainly.
Deciding to refocus on the reason we're here, I cut off our meandering conversation. Sachi responds by promptly turning her notebook to a fresh page of paper.
Well then, what will be next? Shall I work my way sequentially through another textbook, like yesterday?
No! I'm going to jump a few steps and start giving you problems from material we're not scheduled to learn in this school.
What item do you use to kill the boss of Cosmo Canyon?
What? No wonder they call you sadism incarnate.
Who does?
Kazumi-san.
I'll cut a bitch.
Utterly ruthless, even to your submissive younger classmates.
Don't really have a choice. You're just that good.
And now come the blatant lavish compliments. With such masterful alternation between the carrot and the stick, I'm quickly reduced to mere putty in your hands. Use the stick harder.
Okay, that's more than enough of that. I'm giving you the problems now.
Well, you're giving me the problems, all right.
All right, yeah, in my lady parts.
Moisture problem. Yes.
My girlhood is trembling.
My Quaker oats. My oats are a Quaker.
Yeah. As the scenery outside begins to take on the orange tint of early twilight, Sachi's pen comes to a halt after the last problem of the day. Serving it up Gary's way. Solved it. Question?
Anytime. I always just picture the tongue touching.
Yeah.
I reached an answer, but I'm not especially confident that it's correct.
Oh, man. Her.
Oh, cover me in your sweet embrace.
Haven't seen her this uncertain about a problem yet, but let's see. Picking up Sachi's notebook, I compare her work against the answer in the collection of problems.
Well,
It's correct. Fuck!
I'm very glad to hear that.
Apparently, Sachi's lack of confidence was genuine, rather than an attempt at modesty, judging from the way she slumps back in her chair with a relieved smile. From the look of the things, she might finally make her first mistake tomorrow. Yes!
Oh, God, yeah.
I must admit, I'm rather tired after all that mental exercise.
In that case, let's take it easy for a while. I'll buy you something to drink. Shoddy, what you think?
I got money in the bank. Tell me what you think about that.
If possible.
Even that's a dated reference at this point.
Right. What? If you want some soda in particular, better say it now.
No, that's not the nature of my request.
Hesitantly mumbling vague words, Sachi doodles small circles on her notebook paper.
Oh, she drawn boobs?
Is it the boobies game? I see.
I love this game.
So that's what this is about. Taking an educated guess from Sachi's attitude, I gently bring my hand to rest on top of her head.
Oh.
You did good today, Sachi. There. And this time I began to slowly stroke her hair back and forth. Sachi lets out a quiet sigh as her eyes fall closed. Must have tickled a bit. You make the same face every time I do this. You know that? Reminds me of a kitten having its face cleaned by its mother.
By which you mean I'm just that adorable?
Yes.
By which I mean you're just that defenseless.
That works too.
I accept that.
I suppose you're right about that. At the moment, I think it's entirely possible I'd surrender unconditionally.
How many fucking hints do I have to what?
Hearts!
Jesus! Alright. Not about enough?
What?
Yes, thank you very much.
I finally stop petting Sachi once my hand grows warm from the motion. She responds with a polite little bow of thanks. Bow of thanks.
Was that just like a sex scene that it skipped or something? No, that wouldn't make any
No,
sense. Why would he still be patting her head?
It was just patting.
I don't know. There's like a transition to nothing. Unless it's about to tell us what just happened.
I mean, it's just petting. Time passed, he pet her head.
Okay.
They wouldn't have
All
sex
right.
already.
I mean, okay.
Kind of an odd request, though. Not like having your head stroked is going to help with your fatigue, is it?
That's not true at all. Your hand provides more of a boost than guzzling 10 energy drinks. Kazami-san? San? Whatever.
That a fact. Impressively forceful and earnest words, although I can't say that makes them any less bizarre. But still, I've got to watch my step around this girl. Lately, these little petting sessions have started to feel oddly pleasant on my end as well.
Starting?
Yeah. Petting sessions feel oddly pleasant on her end as well. All right, so we're done with the testing for today. You have any other plans?
Yeah, I promised Maki-chan we'd watch television with her at 7 o'clock.
Tuna fish time?
Please.
Tuna fish man? In that case, let's get back to the dorm before she starts throwing a temper tantrum.
I'd be so happy if we got another episode.
Yes!
Please.
Hey yo, Sachin! The instant we enter the dorm, Machina shouting in our faces, almost as if she foresaw the exact moment of our return. And I did!
Huh? There's some time before we were going to meet up, isn't there?
Yep, this is something else entirely. Wanted to get this back to you. As she speaks, Machina holds something out to Sachi. Judging from this familiar strap featuring Tuna Fish Man's arch nemesis, General Spare Ribs, this cell phone's yours, ain't it?
Yes, it is, but where'd you find it?
Just a little while ago, I decided to take a dip before dinner. Found this sucker pulling off a solo scuba diving expedition in the big bath upstairs.
What do you know? Cell phones go diving as well?
No, I just threw it in there.
You had a bunch of love notes about Yuuji. I hated it.
Yeah. Or maybe you just dropped it when you were cleaning.
You never cease to amaze me, Kazumi-san. Your deductive reasoning would put Mr. Nakamura himself to shame.
Who the hell is Mr. Nakamura?
Is that the case closed, dude?
Putting aside that particular mystery, it's pretty surprising that Sachi didn't realize it was missing. Well, it's all good that I found it, but this thing's playing dead. Pretty stubborn-like. Going underwater is probably going to be fatal unless you have a Samsung Galaxy.
The whole thing just turns into an ad.
Yeah.
It was 70 plus hours to get to a phone ad.
Oh, man.
Oh,
That's some
viral
weird-
marketing is getting really intricate.
Right? Weird product placement. It's like in the Sonic movie. They're like, I was just browsing some houses on Zillow.
Oh my
like,
god, I hate that.
What the? Okay.
Yeah.
Some special waterproof model.
In that case,
Yeah, put it in a case. Accepting her cell phone from Machina, Sachi gently slides it inside her clothing. Why'd you just stuff it between your boobies?
well, it broke because it got wet, so maybe warming it up will fix it.
Just to be sure, that was an attempt at a joke, right? It ain't mannerly to say something here, you know. This slightly ditzy side is a big part of Sachin's charm. We got a responsibility to preserve it for future generations.
I love that voice.
I see. Alright, Sachi, forget I asked.
For some reason, I feel as though my image is deteriorating rapidly behind my back. You're facing us.
It's all good. It ain't slander if it's true.
Is that so?
I'm sure your image is important too, but I think you should be more worried about getting a replacement for that phone as soon as possible. Never know when you'll really need it.
That's true. I'll have to visit a retailer at the first opportunity.
Finding nearest Samsung stores. With those words, Sachi retrieves the dead cell phone from her bosom and returns it to its usual place in her pocket. Okay then, what you up to next, Oni-chan? We ran into each other and all, so how about watching some TV with us?
Yes.
Well, can't say I have any plans, but in that case, come cheer for Tuna Fish Man with us. Tuna Fish Man is a Sunday morning show, right? And more importantly, wouldn't it be kind of creepy if I really did start cheering on fresh fish superheroes with you?
No. Why would that be creepy?
Very much so.
Man, I'll peel you like a banana here and now.
One of these days.
Yeah, what is that, you bogus maid?
Oh dear, Maka-chan. My virtue appears to be in grave danger.
You sure as hell aren't acting like it. Oh, woo! What's this weird feeling swirling in my delicately flat chest?
Jealousy?
I don't really get it, but this must be what your average 46-year-old father feels like when his precious little poopsie gets carted off by some random bum with a tattoo on his bicep. You know, the feeling, right?
Oh, yeah. I had that yesterday. All right. We're at an episode. That's a good
Okay.
place. It's a transition. We don't get to watch Tuna Fish Man again.
Damn it!
We are never going to see Tuna Fish Man again. It's upsetting.
Well, off screen, we watched more Tuna Fish Man. So now we have, Yuuji has more Tuna Fish Man knowledge.
I want more Tuna Fish Man knowledge.
Yeah, me too.
Does he have a love interest?
Oh, yeah. Is there a tuna fish girl?
It could just be another Tuna Fish Man.
Or is it, different, like salmon?
It's Beluga Whale Dude. Everyone everyone else talks, but he doesn't. He's just like, ooh.
Yeah.
What a stupid character.
Oh, yeah.
That's Cheesy Roo.